Stoic principles can really help you build emotional strength, making it easier to handle life's challenges without getting overwhelmed. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't, you'll find it easier to stay calm and steady no matter what's happening around you. One big benefit is that Stoicism can seriously reduce your stress and anxiety. When you stop worrying about things that are out of your hands, you have more energy to focus on what you can actually change. This shift in focus can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Stoicism also helps you make better decisions. Instead of reacting emotionally, you learn to think things through and make choices that really match your values and long-term goals. This approach not only leads to better outcomes, but also gives you more confidence in your decisions. Another great thing about Stoic practices is how they push you to grow as a person. Whether it's thinking about the fact that life is short or seeing challenges as opportunities to improve, Stoicism encourages you to keep getting better. Instead of seeing problems as roadblocks, you start to see them as chances to become stronger and wiser. Finally, Stoicism teaches you to find happiness from within. By focusing less on material things and more on your own virtues, you discover a deeper sense of contentment. This inner peace doesn't depend on what's going on around you, making it more lasting and fulfilling. In a world full of distractions and uncertainty, Stoicism offers simple yet powerful tools to help you navigate life with more ease, wisdom, and inner peace. The first principle we're talking about is called the dichotomy of control. It's all about understanding that there are some things in life we can control and others we can't. Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what's within our control, our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. For example, you can't control what other people think or do, but you can control how you react to them. By putting your energy into what you can actually change, you'll feel more empowered and less stressed about the things that are out of your hands. This principle is incredibly freeing because it lets you stop worrying about things you have no control over. Instead, you focus on doing your best with the things you can influence, which leads to a much calmer and more focused mindset. So, whenever you're facing a tough situation, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go and move on. This simple shift in thinking can make a huge difference in how you handle life's challenges. The second principle is called amor fati, which means love of fate. This idea is all about accepting and even embracing everything that happens to you, whether it's good or bad. Instead of fighting against what life throws your way, you learn to see everything as a part of your journey. The key here is to understand that everything happens for a reason, even if we don't see it right away. When you embrace whatever happens, you stop wasting energy on wishing things were different. Instead, you start focusing on how you can make the best out of every situation. For example, if something goes wrong, like losing a job or facing a tough personal challenge, amor fati encourages you to see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. This mindset helps you stay positive and resilient no matter what life brings. By loving your fate, you develop a deeper sense of peace and acceptance. You stop resisting the flow of life and start working with it, which makes it easier to handle challenges and find meaning in everything you experience. So next time something unexpected happens, try to embrace it with open arms. Ask yourself, how can I use this to become better, stronger, or wiser? This shift in thinking can transform how you view life's ups and downs. The third principle is all about practicing mindfulness and meditation. These are powerful tools that help you stay present and calm, no matter what's happening around you. In Stoicism, being mindful means paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without letting them control you. Mindfulness helps you notice when you're getting caught up in worries or emotions, so you can step back and choose how to respond instead of just reacting. It's like having a pause button in your mind that gives you time to think before you act. Meditation, on the other hand, is a way to train your mind to be more focused and peaceful. Stoic meditation often involves imagining yourself from a view from above, where you see your life from a big picture perspective. This helps you realize that many of the things you stress about are actually small in the grand scheme of things. By practicing mindfulness and meditation regularly, you can develop a more peaceful and resilient mind. These practices make it easier to handle stress, stay focused on what's important, and keep a clear head even in tough situations. So, take a few minutes each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and just observe your thoughts. Over time, you'll find that you're more centered and less affected by the ups and downs of life. The fourth principle is called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of adversity. This principle is about mentally preparing yourself for the challenges that might come your way. By imagining possible obstacles and setbacks before they happen, you're less likely to be caught off guard when things don't go as planned. This doesn't mean being pessimistic. Instead, it's about being realistic and ready for whatever life throws at you. When you've already thought about how you'd handle a tough situation, you're more likely to stay calm and composed when it actually happens. So, take a moment to consider the potential challenges in your day or week. Think about how you'll respond if things don't go as expected. By doing this, you'll build resilience and be better prepared to face adversity with confidence. The fifth principle is about detaching from material possessions. Stoicism teaches that true happiness doesn't come from the things we own, but from within ourselves. By not getting too attached to material stuff, we can avoid a lot of stress and disappointment. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy nice things. It just means recognizing that your happiness isn't dependent on them. When you're not overly attached to your belongings, you're free to focus on what really matters: your relationships, your growth, and your peace of mind. So, next time you find yourself stressing over something material, ask yourself, is this really worth my peace of mind? This simple shift in focus can help you live a more content and less cluttered life. The sixth principle is all about embracing change. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is constantly changing, and the sooner we accept this, the easier it is to live with peace and flexibility. Instead of fearing change or holding on to things that no longer serve you, Stoicism encourages you to see change as a natural part of life. This mindset helps you adapt and grow no matter what comes your way. So, when life throws you a curveball, try to see it as an opportunity rather than a setback. Embracing change allows you to move forward with a positive attitude and an open mind. The seventh principle is living by reason. This means making decisions based on logic and rational thinking, rather than being driven by emotions or impulses. Stoicism encourages you to approach life with a clear and thoughtful mind. When you live by reason, you're more likely to make choices that are aligned with your values and long-term goals. It helps you stay grounded and avoid unnecessary drama or conflict. So whenever you're faced with a decision, take a moment to think it through logically. Ask yourself, what is the best course of action here? By living by reason, you'll find that life becomes simpler and more manageable. The eighth principle is about having a strong sense of duty and responsibility. Stoicism teaches that we all have a role to play in our communities and the world at large. By taking responsibility for our actions and doing our duty, we contribute to the greater good. This principle encourages you to step up and do what's right, even when it's difficult. It's about being reliable and trustworthy, not just for yourself, but for others as well. So whether it's at work, at home, or in your community, take pride in fulfilling your duties. When you do your part, you help create a better world for everyone. The ninth principle is about showing courage in the face of adversity. Stoics believe that true strength comes from standing firm in your values and facing challenges head-on, even when it's tough. Courage isn't just about big, heroic acts. It's also about the small, everyday decisions to do the right thing, to speak up when it's needed, or to keep going when things get hard. So, when you're facing a difficult situation, remember that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the determination to move forward despite it. Embrace this principle, and you'll find that you can handle anything life throws at you with grace and strength. The 10th principle is about reflecting on how you spend your time. Stoicism teaches that time is one of our most valuable resources, and how we use it determines the quality of our lives. Take a moment to think about how you spend your days. Are you investing time in things that truly matter to you? Or are you wasting it on distractions and activities that don't add value to your life? By regularly reflecting on how you spend your time, you can make sure that you're living intentionally and focusing on what's most important. This practice helps you lead a more meaningful and fulfilling life. I truly hope that these ideas help you find more peace, strength, and clarity in your life, just as they have for so many others over the centuries. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress and striving to live a life guided by wisdom, courage, and virtue. As you move forward, keep these principles in mind, and don't be afraid to revisit them whenever you need a little extra support. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing so we can continue this journey together. And as the Stoics would say, live according to nature and take each day as it comes with a grateful heart. Until next time, take care and keep practicing these timeless principles. Farewell.